The F-15C Eagle is more than just a fighter jet. It's a symbol of unmatched dominance in the skies. With a perfect air-to-air combat record and decades of service, this legendary aircraft has shaped modern air power. But what makes the F-15C so special, and why does its legacy still matter today? Let's find out. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the story of one of the most iconic fighter jets in aviation history, the Boeing F-15C Eagle. Known as a pure air superiority fighter, the F-15C has stood the test of time with an air-to-air combat record that remains unbeaten. Since its introduction in the late 1970s, the F-15C has not only served as a backbone of the United States Air Force, but has also proven itself in real-world operations across multiple theaters of conflict. This aircraft was designed to ensure American dominance in the skies during the Cold War, but it continued to excel well into the 21st century, adapting to new threats and technologies along the way. Over its decades-long service, the F-15C has become a symbol of reliability, power, and engineering excellence. From its twin-engine performance to advanced radar systems, every feature was crafted with one goal in mind: total air superiority. As we explore its history, specifications, combat record, and lasting legacy, you'll understand why this aircraft remains one of the most respected fighters in aviation. Whether you're an aviation enthusiast, a defense analyst, or just curious about military technology, this deep dive into the F-15C will give you the complete picture. So let's begin our journey into the skies, where the Eagle continues to soar as a true guardian of the air. The story of the F-15C begins in the 1960s, a time when the United States was looking for a dedicated air superiority fighter to counter emerging threats, particularly the Soviet Union's advanced aircraft. The Vietnam War had revealed shortcomings in existing fighters like the F-4 Phantom, which struggled against more agile adversaries. In response, the U.S. launched the FX program, which eventually led to the birth of the F-15 Eagle. McDonnell Douglas, later merged into Boeing, was awarded the contract to build this revolutionary aircraft. The goal was clear: create a fighter that could dominate in speed, maneuverability, and weapons capability. The F-15 was designed around the philosophy of not a pound for air to ground, meaning it would focus entirely on achieving air superiority. By the mid-1970s, the first once-in-a models entered service, followed by the improved F-15C variant in the late 1970s. The F-15C introduced enhanced fuel capacity, increased payload, and upgraded avionics, making it even more capable of long-range missions. Its powerful Pratt and Whitney F-100 engines gave it incredible thrust, while its large radar system allowed pilots to detect and track multiple targets. These design elements ensured that the F-15C was not just a fighter, but a complete air dominance platform. From the very beginning, it was built to ensure no enemy aircraft could challenge American forces in the sky, and history shows it lived up to this ambition. The design of the F-15C reflects the priorities of its mission: air superiority above all else. At its core, the aircraft is powered by two Pratt & Whitney F-100 PW1E or later 229 turbofan engines, each capable of producing over 23,000 pounds of thrust with afterburner. This immense power gives the F-15C a thrust-to-weight ratio greater than 1:1, meaning it can accelerate vertically and maintain high performance in combat maneuvers. The aircraft has a maximum speed of Mach 2.5, making it one of the fastest fighters of its era. With a combat range of about 200 miles and ferry range of more than 3,000 miles with external tanks, it can project air power over vast distances. The F-15C is armed with a combination of missiles and a powerful M61 Vulcan 20 Neman cannon. Its weapon suite includes AM-7 Sparrow Anganahamani AMR-AM and AM-9 Sidewinder missiles, providing a mix of short, medium, and long-range engagement capabilities. The AN/APG-63 radar gave pilots unmatched situational awareness at the time, and later upgrades further enhanced tracking and targeting ability. The airframe itself is designed with large wings, ensuring agility at high speeds and superior maneuverability in dogfights. Its bubble canopy provides unmatched visibility, giving pilots the edge in combat. Every element of the F-15C's design was carefully optimized for one mission: dominate the skies against any opponent. This uncompromising focus is what set the F-15C apart from its contemporaries and cemented its legendary status. One of the most remarkable aspects of the F-15C is its flawless combat record. To this day, the Eagle boasts more than 100 confirmed air-to-air kills with 0 losses in combat. This is an unprecedented achievement in the history of modern fighter aviation. The aircraft saw extensive action during operations in the Middle East, where it proved its worth against various adversaries. In the 1980s, Israeli Air Force F-15Cs scored multiple victories over Syrian aircraft during the Lebanon conflict. Later, during Operation Desert Storm in 1991, U.S. Air Force F-15Cs dominated Iraqi airspace. They were credited with destroying the majority of Iraq's fixed-wing aircraft that were lost in combat, including MiG-29s, Mirage FF-1s, and MiG-25s. The Eagle's ability to detect, track, and engage enemy aircraft at long ranges gave it a decisive advantage. Its combination of speed, radar, and advanced missile systems meant that adversaries rarely stood a chance. Even in close-range dogfights, the F-15C demonstrated agility and firepower that made it nearly unbeatable. Throughout its service history, the aircraft has proven itself not only as a technological marvel, but as a lethal combat asset. This record of success built the F-15C's reputation as one of the most feared fighters in the world, a reputation that remains intact even decades after its introduction. Few, if any, aircraft can claim such an impressive track record, making the F-15C truly legendary in the annals of air combat history. The Cold War era provided the backdrop for the development and deployment of the F-15C. At the time, the primary concern of the United States was countering the growing capabilities of the Soviet Air Force. Aircraft like the MiG-25 Foxbat posed serious challenges due to their speed and altitude performance. The F-15C was designed to meet and exceed these threats. Its powerful engines allowed it to chase down high-speed targets, while its radar and missile systems provided the reach to engage them at long distances. The mere presence of the F-15C served as a deterrent, reassuring allies and warning adversaries that the skies were under U.S. control. NATO allies integrated the Eagle into joint exercises, and the aircraft quickly became a cornerstone of Western air defense strategies. The Eagle's reputation also spread globally, leading to interest from international partners who wanted access to its cutting-edge capabilities. By maintaining overwhelming superiority in the air, the F-15C contributed significantly to the balance of power during the Cold War. It not only secured U.S. interests, but also strengthened alliances across Europe and Asia. While the Cold War never escalated into a direct USA-Soviet air battle, the readiness and strength provided by the F-15C ensured that America remained confident in its ability to control the skies. This psychological advantage was just as important as its technical capabilities, making the Eagle not only a fighter, but also a powerful symbol of Western strength. Over its decades of service, the F-15C has undergone numerous upgrades to keep it relevant against evolving threats. Technology in air combat changes rapidly, and the Eagle had to evolve to remain a top-tier fighter. Among the most significant improvements was the introduction of the AN/APG-70 radar, followed by the more advanced AN/APG-63's VA-3 active electronically scanned array IESS radar. These upgrades greatly improved detection range, tracking, and target engagement in complex environments. Avionics improvements brought new digital systems, cockpit displays, and compatibility with modern weapons like the AIM-120 missile. Structural enhancements extended the airframe service life, allowing the F-15C to remain in operation well into the 21st century. Additionally, Integration with Link 16 data link systems gave Eagle pilots the ability to share real-time battlefield information with other aircraft and command centers. This networked capability transformed the F-15C from a standalone fighter into a critical node in modern aerial warfare. The upgrades not only extended the aircraft's lifespan, but also allowed it to operate alongside fifth-generation fighters like the F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II. While the F-15C was never stealthy, its unmatched radar power, speed, and payload ensured it remained an indispensable asset. These modernization efforts demonstrated the adaptability of the Eagle, a testament to the strength of its original design and its ability to remain relevant across multiple generations of warfare. Although the F-15C is most closely associated with the United States Air Force, it has also been a valuable asset to allied nations. The Israeli Air Force was one of the earliest and most significant international operators, and they used the F-15C with devastating effect during conflicts in the Middle East. Their success stories further solidified the aircraft's reputation worldwide. Saudi Arabia also became a major operator, integrating the F-15C into its defense strategy to protect its airspace and regional interests. The aircraft's presence in the Royal Saudi Air Force gave the kingdom a formidable deterrent against regional threats. Japan was another key partner, producing the F-15J, a locally manufactured variant based on the F-15C, to strengthen its defense posture in East Asia. These nations not only benefited from the Eagle's combat capabilities, but also from the prestige of flying one of the world's most respected fighter jets. The global spread of the F-15C showed that its value extended far beyond American service. Each operator adapted the aircraft to their specific needs, but the core strengths, speed, range, radar, and firepower remained universally respected. The fact that multiple allies continue to fly variants of the Eagle decades after its introduction speaks volumes about its enduring effectiveness. The F-15C was not just an American fighter, it was a global symbol of air power and strategic partnership. To truly appreciate the F-15C, it's worth comparing it with other fighters of its generation and beyond. When introduced, the Eagle faced off against Soviet designs such as the MiG-25 and later the MiG-29 and Su-27. In nearly every respect, the F-15C held the advantage, whether in speed, radar capability, or weapons effectiveness. Against the MiG-25, the Eagle's agility and radar tracking gave it the upper hand. When newer designs like the Su-27 emerged, the F-15C still retained superiority thanks to continuous upgrades and pilot training standards. Compared to Western fighters, the F-15C occupied a unique position. The F-16 Fighting Falcon was highly maneuverable and cost-effective, but it lacked the range and payload of the Eagle. The FK-18 Hornet excelled in naval operations but did not match the raw power of the F-15C in air-to-air combat. Even as fifth-generation fighters like the F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II entered service, the F-15C remained relevant. While those aircraft offered stealth and advanced sensors, the Eagle's unmatched payload capacity, speed, and radar strength kept it valuable in certain missions. In fact, the U.S. Air Force has chosen to procure updated versions like the F-15EX, proving that the core design still has a future. This comparison highlights that while newer jets may surpass the F-15C in certain areas, few can match its overall combat record and reliability, making it a benchmark in air superiority. Beyond its technical achievements and combat success, the F-15C holds a powerful place in aviation culture. It has been celebrated in documentaries, video games, and even movies, becoming a recognizable symbol of American air power. Pilots who flew the Eagle often speak with deep respect about its reliability and performance, reinforcing the aircraft's legendary status. For aviation enthusiasts, the F-15C represents the golden age of fourth-generation fighters, where raw power, speed, and cutting-edge technology came together in a near perfect balance. Its impact goes beyond the battlefield. It has inspired generations of engineers, designers, and military strategists. The Eagle's flawless record also influenced the development of later aircraft, proving the importance of prioritizing air superiority in modern warfare. Internationally, its legacy spread through Allied air forces, many of which still fly variants of the Eagle to this day. The aircraft's silhouette is instantly recognizable, with its twin tails and powerful engines symbolizing dominance in the skies. Even as newer fighters take the stage, the F-15C continues to hold a unique place in the hearts of those who value aviation history. Its story is not just about a machine, but about the people, the strategies, and the eras it helped define. Few aircraft have achieved the kind of legendary status that the F-15C enjoys, ensuring that its name will live on long after it leaves active service. As we look to the future, the F-15C is gradually being phased out of front-line service, replaced by modern fighters like the F-35 and the new F-15EX variant. However, its influence will never fade. The F-15C demonstrated what was possible when engineers, strategists, and pilots came together to create a fighter that truly changed the course of air combat history. Even though its days in active service are numbered, its legacy is alive in the doctrines, designs, and strategies of modern air forces. The Eagle proved that dominance in the skies is not just about stealth or technology, it's about balance, adaptability, and unmatched reliability. For more than 4 decades, the F-15C stood guard over America and its allies, delivering a sense of security that few other aircraft could provide. As new generations of fighters take the stage, the Eagle will always remain the standard against which others are measured. Its perfect combat record is a testament to both the machine and the people who operated it. And now, as we close our deep dive into the legacy of the F-15C, we want to hear from you. Do you think the Eagle is the greatest fighter jet ever built, or do you believe newer aircraft have surpassed it? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more in-depth military aviation content. Until next time, fly safe and stay curious.